Dolphins Today is presented by Manscaped. If you go to manscaped.com and use promo code Dolphins, you get 20% off plus free shipping on the Weed Whacker 2.0. I am Will Scott. We have some breaking news here on Dolphins Today. After weeks of speculation on what the Dolphins were going to do going forward with Tua Tagovailoa, they have picked up his $23.2 million fifth-year option. They have informed Tua of their plans to do so. Mike Garafolo tweeting this out moments ago. The Dolphins have informed QB Tua Tagovailoa they're picking up his fifth-year option. Sources say once executed, Tagovailoa will be guaranteed $23.2 million for the 2024 season. Another indication, Miami is confident Tagovailoa will be their quarterback for a long time. And folks, this is why you subscribe. This is our second breaking news video in the last hour. You know how I roll here on Dolphins Day. When news breaks, we get you guys a video ASAP. You know, Producer Chugs, one time somebody told me that we're faster than ABC News here at Chat Sports, and I would tend to agree with that. Subscribe to the channel, and because free agency's coming up, we're going to have a lot of news that goes down. Turn on your notifications. It's the best way to stay in the loop with the Fins. Here's my take on the Dolphins picking up this fifth-year option. It is 100% the right decision. I have been saying for weeks that the Dolphins need to pick up the fifth-year option on Tagovailoa, that it is a no-brainer decision to do so. And I understand the concerns about his health. I understand the concerns about his availability. But $23.2 million for Tagovailoa is going to be an absolute steal. You're talking about the guy that just led the NFL in quarterback rating. You're talking about the guy that showed a lot of potential this past season in his first year under new head coach Mike McDaniel. So I am very happy with this decision. I'm happy the Dolphins are showing their commitment to Tagovailoa and not going out and pursuing an Aaron Rodgers or Lamar Jackson or Jimmy Garoppolo, Derek Carr, whoever. Tagovailoa should be the guy and will be the guy going forward. Now, is this the right decision to pick up the fifth-year option on Tua Tagovailoa? Type Y for yes or type in for no down in the comment section. It is the pinned comment on today's video. So when ad break comes, take advantage of it. Go down and reply Y for yes or in for no. Taking a look at what Tua did in just 13 games this season. Career highs in passing yards and touchdowns. Over 3,500 passing yards, 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and a 65.0% completion percentage. And when you're thinking about this fifth-year option, and I'm sure Chris Greer was evaluating just the market in general, he's like, okay, if we pick this up, Tua's guaranteed $23 million in 2024. But when you compare that to what other quarterbacks around the league are making, that is an absolute steal. Tua's better than Russell Wilson, who's making $49 million. He's better than Kyler Murray, who's making $46. Deshaun didn't look great in limited games last year. Patrick Mahomes, that contract looks pretty good for Kansas City going forward. I think Tua's better than Matthew Stafford right now. I think Tua's a lot better than Daniel Jones. So Daniel Jones just got a 4-year, $160 million contract. And you're going to get Tua for $23 million in 2024. And it's a win-win situation because by picking up this fifth-year option, Tua gets over $23 million guaranteed. Awesome for him. And the Dolphins get another year to evaluate Tagovailoa if they want to pay him a massive extension, like the Giants just gave Daniel Jones, like the Bengals might give Joe Burrow here in a couple weeks, like whatever team might give Lamar Jackson. They're going to have another year, maybe 2 years. Maybe they'll wait until after 2024 to give him a massive contract. But kind of the thinking here for the Dolphins is you pick up this option. If he has a really good year in 2023, you give him an extension. If he stays healthy, you give him an extension. But this is absolutely the right decision here for the Dolphins, and you can make the right decision when it comes to your men's grooming products by going to manscaped.com and using promo code Dolphins, taking advantage of that awesome deal and getting their new Weed Whacker 2.0. They have just released this. It is awesome. Nothing is worse than nasty nose hair or ear hair. I don't notice a lot of the time that I have ear hair and it goes unnoticed, and I'm like, man, how do I get this off? Well, I'm doing that with the Weed Whacker 2.0. Very easy to use. It's going to take care of you when you're talking about men's grooming products. Manscaped has the Beard Hedger. They have the Lawnmower 4.0. Now they have the Weed Whacker 2.0. Go and support the show at manscaped.com. Use promo code Dolphins, 20% off plus free shipping on all their products, including the Weed Whacker 2.0. That link and promo code is in the comments and the description of today's video. Tagovailoa led the league in passer rating. I mean, what a season for Tua Tagovailoa. Tied for first in passing touchdowns per attempt, first in yards per attempt, first in yards per completion. But I thought he couldn't throw the deep ball, producer Chugs. I thought he couldn't throw the deep ball. Led the league in yards per completion. And getting Tyreek Hill, improving the offensive line a little bit. The offensive line still needs a lot of work, but improving the offensive line a little bit certainly helped them. Obviously, the injuries, the concussions are a concern. But you are still hearing all of these quarterback rumors. Every single quarterback this offseason has been linked to the Dolphins. Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Jimmy Garoppolo, Lamar Jackson, Derek Carr. Whenever a quarterback became available, they were being linked to the Dolphins. And I've been saying that all of that's fake news, all of that's BS, and the Dolphins proved that today. Actions speak louder than words, because you have heard GMs in the past say, this quarterback is our guy. Look no further than what the Cardinals did with Josh Rosen a few years ago, saying, yeah, he's our guy, and they draft Kyler Murray number 1 overall. Obviously, it was the right decision for them to move on from Rosen. But still, you've seen situations in all sports, in all leagues, where a coach or a GM's been like, yeah, he's our guy, we're going to rock with him, and then they move on. Chris Greer and Mike McDaniel said at the end of the season that Tua is the guy. They said that at the Combine as well. But they have confirmed that. They have proven that by picking up this fifth-year option today. They have committed to Tua Tagovailoa as the starting quarterback for at least the next 2 years, and the hope is beyond that as well. Now, what is your confidence level in Tua? I think most Dolphins fans believe in him, but I know there's the select few that don't. Scale it 1 to 10 down in the comments section. What is your confidence level in Tua Tagovailoa? Go down and let me know. I'm at an 8 or a 9. This is my guy. I've been saying that. Some of y'all, not all of y'all, most of y'all are with me on Tua. But some of y'all have been like, well, I just don't get your Tua support. Tua's my guy, man. And he's been my guy since the Dolphins drafted him. Obviously the injuries are concerned. The concussions have been, and obviously had injury concerns before the concussions. But the concussions have now added to that very serious situation there. But, hopefully he is fully healthy for this next season and plays all 17 games. But now the media can just shut up. And whenever there's a new quarterback linked to the Dolphins, I'm talking to you. I'm looking at you, Mike Florio. You don't have to say, oh, he should go to Miami. No. Tua is the guy for next year and beyond, I think. And it's now time to help Tua Tagovailoa out next week. Improve this offensive line. Get him a really reliable running back as well. Go get Mike McGlinchey. Go get a really good left guard maybe in the draft. But starting next week, you really need to help Tua out. Get him a really solid right tackle. Improve that offensive line, because you have got to keep him healthy next year if the Dolphins want to contend. Show some love to our guy Tua. He just got his fifth-year option picked up. Type Uno down in the comments section. It's worth noting as well that the deadline to do this was May 1st. I am standing here talking to y'all on March 10th. The Dolphins did that almost 2 months before the deadline, so they did not want to waste any time showing their commitment to Tua. As we welcome in producer Jeremy Chugs, who you all know and love. And Jeremy Chugs, we haven't done this song in a while, but we wanted to bring it back today in honor of this special occasion.
And Will, there's no place I'd rather be
than watching my Fins in Miami. Here on Dolphins Day with my crew, and if I had one wish come true, the Dolphins would get the win again. I wiki wiki my lowy lowy, I wiki wiki my lowy lowy. I want to see a Tua touchdown drive. Let's go, baby! Type Uno down in the comments section if you're fired up. Go Fins, baby.